Woo, my goodness. You done put your kids in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. It can definitely have you pulling your hair out on many times, on many separate occasions. If you're new here, my name's Patrick. This is 40 and Flowing. I touch on my life as a dad and a BJJ practitioner. I'm currently a 3-stripe blue belt who just started competing. This is a parenting guide to putting your kids in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or having your kids in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So you're thinking, I'm gonna put my kid in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I want them to be able to protect themselves, God forbid, in certain situations. But we need to talk about the stages of suck it's gonna be when you put your kid in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I'm gonna keep it real. As someone who has been practicing Jiu-Jitsu for a little while, I'm kind of biased. I expected my kid to be a super demon athlete immediately when she started, but that's definitely not the case. I'm gonna give you what you should expect putting your kid in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Number one thing you should expect is them to be trash. If you're putting your kid in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, they're gonna be trash, and the kids are gonna smash your kid because those kids have been doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a while. Just like if you're an adult wanting to go train, you're gonna get smashed for a very, very long time. The difference between an adult and a child is we know how to power through. We know how to push through and get over it. Kids, they're like, oh my God, what am I dealing with? There's gonna be a bunch of tears. It's gonna be a bunch of owies. It's gonna be all kind of stuff. So be strong, because you're gonna want to take your kid out. My daughter, when I put her in jiu-jitsu at 4, my daughter was getting smashed. And as a new dad, I'm supposed to protect my kid. And she's giving me those puppy dog eyes while she's getting smashed and was like, save me, daddy. And you want to know what? I saved her. And I shouldn't have. I took her out because when I put her back in, it was the same thing. So expect your kids to be absolute doo-doo trash. Second thing you should prepare for putting your kids into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it's just a happy-go-lucky fun time. I would say about 70% is playing and having a good time with their friends. Not saying that they aren't learning jiu-jitsu, but when it's time to grapple or when it's time to roll, hey, I'm rolling with my friend. We're gonna be silly. We're gonna wrestle each other to the ground. We're gonna talk while we do it. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. And meanwhile, you're looking on as a parent like, why in the heck isn't my kid focusing and doing what she or he is supposed to be doing? Nah, that's not gonna happen. They're gonna be playing, they're gonna have a good time, and it's actually up to the coaches to steer your kid back on the right path. Because as a parent, you're sitting there, you're like, hey, focus now. And they look at you, they're like, okay, daddy, and then they go back to playing tag and running laps when they're supposed to be rolling. It's absolutely horrible. It makes you want to pull your hair out, but stay the course. That's what they tell me. Stay the course. It'll click. It'll happen. Third thing you should prepare for putting your kid in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is hard. When you're learning Jiu-Jitsu, when you're getting smashed, it isn't fun. Your kid is going to experience that. And as I said earlier, as an adult, we know how to channel that emotion and tuck it down or take a step away or whatever the case may be. Your kid is going to cry and she or he is going to shut down because it's hard. They don't want to go. But as a parent, stay strong, keep them in it, because one day you'll turn around and be like, dang, I didn't even know Billy or Joe or Samantha knew how to do that. So in conclusion, I think as a parent who does jiu-jitsu and the child does jiu-jitsu, I think that the number one thing you can do for your kid, and this may be controversial, my wife doesn't think this, is you want them to have fun. You want them to want to go to jiu-jitsu. You want them to enjoy seeing their friends. You want them to be goofy during class, but you want them also to focus, but you also want them to have fun and be goofy and laugh and do things of that nature, because the more fun that they have, the more they're going to want to go and the more longevity they will have in the sport or the self-defense aspect. So if you could take anything from me as a parent who has his kid in jiu-jitsu, is make sure your kid is having fun. And if they're having fun, you can sprinkle in a little bit of focus and make sure you do this, make sure you do that. But the main thing is to have fun, be aggressive, try your best, and win. So if you're thinking about putting your kids in jiu-jitsu, or your kids are currently in jiu-jitsu, these are the things that you're gonna deal with. And may the force, no, what is it? Oh, may the odds be forever in your favor, because it is hard. You will pull your hair out. You will complain to your friends. It's just very, very slow. My name is Patrick. This is 40 and Flowing. Please like and subscribe to the video. And I heard there's a hype button now. Yeah, you should hit that hype button too. And we'll see you next time. It's Patrick, 40 and Flowing. Peace.